Subscribe for more stories and show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Spring in the midst of winter, Hiro's brave flowers. In the ancient forests of the north, there was a great botanical garden called Valley Park. It was winter. In fact, it was the deepest, harshest time of winter. Everywhere was covered with a thick white blanket. The sky was a metallic grey, and the air was cold enough to freeze one's lungs. All the trees in the garden were in the great sleep. The giant oak tree, Oakley, had buried his roots deep and was snoring. The elegant birch tree, Bianca, was dreaming, her snow-white trunk blending in with the snow. However, a young Japanese cherry tree, Sakura, in the corner of the garden, Hiro, could not sleep. Hiro was young. This was the third spring he would see. Or rather, the one he thought he would see. There was a strange stirring in Hiro's trunk. A warm, ticklish feeling rising from his roots to the very tips of his branches. Is spring here? Thought Hiro. Yes, yes. I know this feeling. This is the feeling of waking up. Actually, spring hadn't arrived. The weather had just warmed up above seasonal norms for a few days. This was a false spring. But Hiro was too young and excited to know this. Hiro couldn't stop the energy inside him. First, a tiny bud appeared on the tip of his thinnest branch. Then another. And another. Their shells cracked, and shy, pink petals said, "Hello," to the grey sky. The old oak next to him, Oakley, jolted from his sleep. He creaked his branches and opened one eye. "Hey, kid," Oakley said in a raspy voice. "What do you think you are doing? It's January. The sun is tricking us. Go back to sleep." Hiro paused. He listened to the wind. The wind was still cold, but the desire to live inside him was so strong that he couldn't stop. "I can't, Oakley," said Hiro. "The song has already started. I can't stop it." Oakley sighed deeply. "Ah, impatient youth. This is a mistake, Hiro. Winter will return. General Ice hasn't handed over his watch yet. Those delicate flowers of yours will freeze." Hiro got scared. He tried to pull his buds back, but it was too late. He was wearing a pink dress in the middle of winter. He felt like he had arrived at a white funeral wearing a colorful outfit. It was mismatched. It was wrong. Oakley was right. 2 days later, that mild weather suddenly vanished. The wind coming from the north sharpened like a knife. The sky turned dark. General Ice had returned with his armies. The first snowflake fell on Hiro's most beautiful, most open flower. Hiro shivered. "It's too cold," he whispered. "It hurts so much." His flowers had started to shrivel from the cold. The other trees were safe in their winter sleep. Their thick barks protected them. But Hiro was defenseless. He had opened his most sensitive part, his heart, and now he was being punished. "Why didn't I wait?" cried Hiro. "Why couldn't I be like everyone else? I am a failed tree. I am a stupid tree." The wind howled through his branches. "Your timing is wrong. You are loosed." Night fell. The storm intensified. Hiro could feel his petals freezing and falling off one by one. Just then, a pale light appeared in the sky. Luna, the moon, appeared through the clouds. Luna's silvery light illuminated Hiro's pink flowers. "Don't give up," little tree," said Luna's voice within the wind. "But I bloomed at the wrong time," said Hiro. "I'm dying." "Yes, the timing might not fit everyone's calendar," said Luna. "But you are not a mistake. You are courage. Look at this vast forest. Everywhere is grey, everywhere is white, everywhere is silent as death. Only you are alive. You are the only color, the only hope in the heart of winter." Hiro looked around. Indeed, inside the dark and cold forest, his own pink flowers were practically glowing. Maybe, thought Hiro. Maybe my duty isn't to wait for spring, but to bring it. Instead of drooping his branches and giving up, Hiro straightened his trunk. He pumped the last remaining energy from his roots to his branches. "Even if you freeze," he said to his flowers. "Freeze standing tall. Don't hide your beauty." When morning came, the storm had ceased. Valley Park was silent. The park gate creaked open. A little girl wrapped in a thick coat and wearing a red beret walked in. Her name was Maya. Maya was sad. Her mother was lying in the hospital, and Maya was tired of looking at grey walls, the cold, and sickness for days. She felt as if nothing beautiful remained in the world. Walking with her head down, Maya suddenly stopped. She couldn't believe her eyes. Up ahead, in the middle of the snow-white snow, stood something incredible. A tree. But not an ordinary tree. Its branches were covered in snow, but delicate pink flowers were bursting out from under the snow. The frozen flowers sparkled like jewels made of crystal. Maya ran to the tree. "Wow," she whispered. She took off her gloved hand and touched a petal that was frozen but still pink. "How are you here? Were you not afraid?" Hiro felt the little girl's touch. His flowers were frozen, yes. Maybe he wouldn't bear fruit this year. But he saw that look on Maya's face. The sadness on that little girl's face was gone, replaced by awe and hope. Maya pulled an old camera out of her bag. "I have to show this to my mom," she said. "She needs this to get better. If a tree can bloom even in the middle of winter, she can heal too." Maya took dozens of photos of Hiro. "Thank you, brave tree," Maya said before leaving. She hugged Hiro's trunk. Hiro didn't feel the cold anymore. Inside him, there was a feeling warmer than the summer sun. Throughout the day, others came to the park too. News spread quickly. The tree that blooms in snow. People, the elderly, photographers. Everyone came to see Hiro. No one called him a stupid tree. No one said, "wrong time." Everyone said, "miracle." They said, "hope." Weeks later, when real spring arrived, Hiro's flowers had fallen. Now it was time to push out green leaves. But Hiro was tired. He had spent a lot of energy in that great winter battle. While other trees were blooming, he was resting. Old Oakley had woken up and unfurled his fresh leaves. He turned to Hiro. "You know what, kid," said Oakley. "I've been in this garden for a century. I've seen thousands of springs. They were all the same. Everyone bloomed on time, shed on time." Hiro said sheepishly, "I'm sorry, Oakley. I broke the rules." "Don't apologize," said Oakley, placing a thick branch on Hiro's shoulder. "Branch. You broke the rules, yes. But you taught us an unforgettable lesson. Sometimes the right time isn't the time written on the calendar. The right time is when your soul is ready. On that winter day, you created a beauty worth 1,000 springs. From that day on, Hiro became the most special tree in Valley Park. He bloomed on time every year. But the photo Maya took of those flowers he bloomed at the wrong time, that winter, was hung on the wall of a hospital room. And under that photo, it read, "To those who never give up blooming, no matter how hard the winter." Hiro understood that in life, there was no such thing as being late or acting early. There was only being in your own time. And sometimes, things that seem like the biggest mistakes are actually the beginning of the most beautiful stories. The end.